Hey everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to Twinstrology. I'm super excited today because I have my edition of the Intuit Oracle Twin Flame deck. I have had a prototype deck for a while, but it was not actually the complete deck because there was a whole other suit that was added towards the end that I didn't have. And I didn't have a box. So I'm excited to do an unboxing for you of the cards and then do a little Twin Flame Divine Love reading for everybody. So this is the box that it comes mailed in. This is the box that the deck comes in. Okay, where is it? It's a trifold box. If I can open it, it's magnetized. Here are the cards. And here are the crystals. All the Intuit decks come with this little pouch of crystals to keep your deck charged. This one comes with pink quartz. Now, originally, when we did the Kickstarter, we wanted to do pink quartz and tourmalated quartz, but in the end, we decided just to go with the pink quartz, or the rose quartz, sorry, as being the best to go with the deck. Here are the cards. We Are Coming Into Union is the special 1111 card. Let's shuffle them up and just do a quick reading. I am going to sage them too, actually, before I do the reading, just to purify them of anybody else's energy. So the deck that was not here originally, or I'm sorry, the suit that was not in the deck originally was the suit of Mission. So it'll be interesting to see if any mission cards come out today. These cards actually look a lot brighter than the prototype deck. Yeah, they're definitely a lot brighter in color. Been getting a lot of positive feedback from people that have received their decks, and I'm so excited to see other readers using the deck. So if you recall, there's 11 cards of 11 different suits, and the bonus 1111 union card. These are very good for shuffling and for jumpers as well. They have a nice coating on them. I think the prototype deck had a bit of a shine on them, and these are more matte. Bear with me, it's going to take me a minute to shuffle because I want to make sure that they're good and mixed up. getting there. Okay, so let's start the reading. And we're going to do a divine love reading, as I said. So we're going to ask Spirit for the overall energy of twin flames. We're going to ask for what's positive in twin flame unions. What challenges twin flame unions? We've got 2 jumpers there. What is the major focus or issue for the divine feminine that needs healing? What is the major focus that needs healing for the divine masculine? Let's get 3 messages from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. Three messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Please, Spirit. Please give us accurate messages. Divine masculine, want to say. And what is manifesting in the future for twin flame unions? Over the next month, what is manifesting for twin flames? And the card that's on the bottom of the deck as well is I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. And I think this is pretty telling for what's happening with twin flame unions and divine love connections right now, because both people are needing to look within and see how they're feeling overwhelmed by the connection and how both have been running. So let's just keep that in mind as we go through the reading. Okay, so what is the overall energy of twin flame unions? Hope that there's not too much glare on there for you. The universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what these reasons are. So the energy that's coming down from the higher dimensional realms for twin flames or divine partners is the need to understand that there is a higher calling here. There are deep reasons for being brought together. A lot of times we question that on this journey, and I hear so many people who say to me, why did this happen to me? This is so painful. Why did the universe do this? Well, there's actually good reasons, and everybody's reasons are going to be a little bit different. But of course, the primary reason is to have a heart awakening, to move past the illusions of this 3D reality and to start ascending. So I feel like there's something about that right now that the universe is wanting us to focus on. What I'm getting is the bigger picture. How can we focus on the bigger picture? And some of you are going to be getting some aha moments about why you were brought together. Maybe there's some deeper understanding coming. And I feel like for the divine masculine, this is something that's going to be showing up especially for them, because I think the divine masculine, even maybe a little bit more than the feminine, has still been wondering, why was this person brought into my life? For a lot of twins and divine partners, it's like your life was all planned out, or you thought you had your life all planned out, and then this person comes in and turns everything upside down and makes you question, why did this happen? What is positive in twin flame unions? Please send me energetic support. Use the frequency of love to uplift me, because I need your help. And both this card and the central theme card are union cards. So I feel like what's positive is the energetic connection between twins is getting stronger. And I feel like the divine masculine is feeling that connection more. And I feel like there's this positive, supportive vibration that's happening between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. A mutually supportive energy. Now this energy may bring about another level of energetic union for some of you. It may bring about a more physical union for some of you. And of course, when our vibrations are aligned, when our vibrations are supportive of each other, that definitely opens up energetic doors to deepening the connection. Some of you may be feeling your twin flame a lot and just feeling like you should send positive energy to them. Like if you're feeling them and you're feeling that they're more down, some of you are going to be feeling your person around you, and it's going to be more of like a joyful energy, like a feeling of love, a feeling of bliss, of connection, maybe even heart chakra activations. I am recording this on August 7th, so tomorrow is Lionsgate. And the heart activations have actually been quite strong for a few weeks, and I expect they'll continue after the Lionsgate. But that's a central theme of Lionsgate, and especially this year's Lionsgate. For what challenges unions, we have 2 cards. The first card is the next solstice or equinox will bring an important shift for us. So the next equinox is in September. It's going to be the fall equinox. I'm trying to think of the exact date. It's usually like the 19th or 20th. I would have to actually look it up to know the exact day. But we can expect a shift happening. And I feel like because this card is in a challenging position, it's because of the amount of clearing that we're having to do in order to prepare for that equinox gateway. There's been a lot of timelines shifting, meeting, crossing. I know that I've been really connected to some deep timelines and doing a lot of healing on them. There's been like three or four very prominent timelines outside of this one that I'm actually living that's been coming up, all related to this energy of Lionsgate and bringing us into the equinox. Let's see what the second card is here. I'm listening to my higher self now. A higher power is guiding me. Okay, so the Spirit is telling us that one of the challenges here is actually listening to our higher self. And something that our higher self might be telling us is, the reasons why the universe brought us together. Sometimes those reasons are not what we hoped for, right? Because maybe some of the reasons are to clear a lot of things, to activate us. A lot of times that energy brings about challenge or struggle in our life and brings us frustration. And yet there is a definite deepening of connection with our higher selves that's been happening this year. And I feel like this time, August, and probably into the equinox, we're really going to see a lot of union with our higher self aspect. Well, okay, let me clarify that a little bit, because like I said, this has been happening all year. But I think that around this time and maybe the next 6 weeks, maybe you're going to be seeing how this is playing out for you, how it's changing you, and how it's elevating you. I'm just going to draw a card here for the Equinox card. Now, it could be that the Higher Self card was the clarifier, because you can see here, it says draw another card to get an idea of what the shift may be. Could be having to do with higher self at the equinox, but let's just draw another card just to be sure. What kind of shift is happening at the fall equinox for twin flames and divine partners? What is the shift that's happening at the fall equinox? Nothing seems to want to come out. I feel your presence around me, and I wonder, are you thinking of me too? Okay, well, that's interesting when we consider this card of what's positive. Send me energetic support. Use the frequency of love to uplift me. So, yeah, it feels like there's this deepening of energetic connection. You may even say energetic union. And this could very well be deepening the telepathy, but also how can I say it? Just the physical. Okay, it's like an alignment with your twin, working even more together with your twin. Even though for many of you that's going to be on an energetic level, but the depth of energetic awareness, alignment, connection, I think is going to get stronger at the equinox. That's what I'm picking up on here. So what is the focus of the divine feminine, or what does the divine feminine need to heal right now? Love like ours can change the world. This is one of the new mission cards that you haven't seen me use yet. So there's a lot happening actually for the divine feminine. I talked about heart awakenings. I talked about a deeper union with higher self. And the feminine is needing to tune into this unconditional love right now. It's the next stage of our ascension process. We need it. The world needs this love right now. This is what is going to bring about the change that all light workers are hoping for. And so this is creating an opening, this energy right now. Remember this card too, the central theme. The universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what this reason is. Well, isn't that a big reason to change the world? That loving connection. And I'm going to say it's really like being love. It's not who you love, but it's being love that changes the world. And that's the shift that the divine feminine is going through right now. What does the masculine need to heal right now? Or what is their focus? This journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons: patience. So the first thing here is lessons, okay? I feel like the divine masculine, they're having their fair share of lessons right now. And they're needing to have patience with themselves as they go through these lessons. I feel like things are not how the divine masculine wants them to be. Their life is not how they want it to be right now. But they're having a real struggle trying to create the change that they want. And therefore, they need patience. I think probably all of us can resonate with that message right now because we're in a little bit of a void space. Everything that we've been trying to create, it feels like it's right there, but it has not materialized yet for most of us, and we're needing to have patience. Really, because the amount of things that we're clearing right now is necessary clearing in order for us to manifest this, next stage of our creativity. And so in that sense, we're all needing to have patience. But this is really happening within our divine masculine. The masculine in general, if we just look at masculine energy versus feminine energy, the masculine side has more difficulty being patient, where the feminine side has the energy of waiting. Because that waiting is connected to birthing. It's connected to creation. We have this picture too of this woman. She is knitting. She's teaching this little girl how to knit. Think knit or crochet. And sometimes what I pick up about that image is unraveling. So, okay. This is about timelines. It could be unraveling timelines. It could be stitching timelines together. A little bit of both maybe at this time. And there's a need to be patient while that energy changes. So let's look at the messages from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. The first one is, when our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases the tension that is sometimes there when we talk. Okay, what I'm really understanding about this message from the Divine Feminine, it's not just in regards to the Divine Masculine, but it's a clearing of the throat chakra that's happening. And the Divine Feminine is getting ready to be more open and honest in what she's communicating. This is something that has been happening for a while as well, right? And it feels like we're reaching some kind of peak or milestone with that. Trying to become our authentic self. And I feel like that's happening. And they're saying that it's happening in a way that we're being more lighthearted with life. We're being more playful. We're not taking things so seriously. And that's going to happen because of the connection to our higher self. Now, in relation to the Divine Masculine, I think this is making communication between twin flames easier. And there's less fear from the Divine Feminine. Fears about speaking, am I going to say something that's going to trigger my person? Am I holding back what I really feel? Am I holding back my thoughts? That's changing right now. I feel the sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep, unconditional love. Okay, so there's a strong pull that's going to be happening, and I feel that pull is not really going to be felt fully until we move through this energy that Spirit is telling us, where this energetic connection between twins is expanding. But when that happens, or as that happens, the pull is stronger. That can sometimes be felt as sexual energy. There's Kundalini activations happening now as well, and sometimes that can be felt as sexual energy. But it's important, as those that are ascending, that we elevate our sexual energy into more creative energy, into the energy of unconditional love. Some of that sexual energy can come from the lower chakras, and we're needing to elevate that into the higher chakras. It's a different kind of sexuality that for some may seem less potent, but it actually is much more intense And you want to change your attitude too, because sometimes when we're in those lower chakras, the energy that we're sending to our twin is 3D, and it's needy, and it pushes them away. And we're needing to kind of let go of 3D energy. We're needing to elevate that to the 5D. There's a lot of clarity coming to me, understanding energetic connections between twins. And when you're in that 3D needy energy, you'll push the other person away. But when you elevate that into unconditional love without need, that actually draws that person closer to you. I want to know everything about you, but I hold myself back from asking. I'm afraid I'll get in too deep. Okay, so even though we had that earlier message about lightheartedness, this card is popping up to state there's still something that's being held back from the divine feminine. There's a fear of fully opening up to this connection. I think for many that fear is going to be because there's a fear of it not actually materializing. And that's something that twins need to look at right now. Remember that card that was on the bottom of the deck? This love is both inspiring and overwhelming. Sometimes that overwhelming creates a lot of subconscious fears where we're holding ourselves back from, again, being our true self, expressing what we really want, and surrendering. That's what I'm getting. Surrendering like 100% into this energy of unconditional love. Because there can be this subconscious fear of, if I surrender everything 100%, I'm going to get carried away. I'm going to get hurt. What if this doesn't actually happen? But in this energy of creation, then, it's creating subconscious blockages to actually manifesting. Messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. I've always felt I had a higher calling in life, and our connection brings me more clarity on it. This is another new card that as part of the new mission suit. So the divine masculine seems to be tuning into this right now. And they've always felt this higher calling is what they're saying. They always felt that they had a purpose, that their life had a mission, and it's actually their connection with you that is beginning to awaken them and bring them clarity on what that mission is. And some of what they may be feeling is this: love like ours can change the world. I watch you on social media and the internet. It's my way of staying close and finding out more about you. Okay, so there's a couple things here. First of all, if you're not in contact with your person, then I would take this as confirmation that they are watching you on social media and the internet. They're seeing what you post. They're seeing what you share. I also feel like there's a message here that the divine masculine wants to communicate. There's a part of them that wants to reach out to you, yet something is holding them back right now. And it could be the place where they're at energetically. And I'm wondering how much this and this will work in tandem with each other, because when the feminine takes more of this lighthearted energy. And part of what I'm getting there is like when the divine feminine like doesn't care anymore whether she hears from her person or not. She doesn't care if the person doesn't respond to her. There's a level of, yes, detachment, but also just like, I'm fine either way because I'm more in wholeness than I've ever been. So it's like the divine feminine is getting to that place where self-worth doesn't depend on what other people are doing or saying. And for some of you, you may find that that opens the door to communication with your person because there's that change in your perspective and there's more of a lightheartedness and less control with them. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. Well, this has come up, I think, in the last several readings like this that I've done. And this is definitely a theme for twins right now. When we talk about karmic partners, we often talk about the divine masculine and how the divine masculine is stuck with their karmic partner. Maybe we feel they're choosing their karmic partner over their divine feminine. But what we're beginning to see in the Twin Flame Collective is that the divine feminine also has soulmate energy that hasn't been cleared yet. What we're seeing in the Twin Flame Collective with the divine feminine is that they also have karma with soulmates that they need to clear, or they're having soulmates come into their life in order to help them move to their next stage. Maybe they have a contract with their soulmate to help awaken each other, or maybe the divine masculine just can't come forward for whatever reason or doesn't want to come forward right now. And so there's a third person stepping in. And it seems like the divine masculine is being triggered by that right now. Like there's a fear around it. And I feel like it's related to this card. This journey is teaching us important lessons around patience. So maybe for a lot of divine masculines, they're either seeing this energy or they're picking up this energy of this third person, and they can't get out of their own situation, or they're choosing not to get out of their own situation. And, it's creating some kind of internal struggle for them. And I feel like that's helping the divine masculine let go. For some divine masculine as well, there's a feeling of being conflicted about whether they can be the partner that you want, whether they can be the spiritual level that you are, and that can be causing anxiety about you meeting someone else as well. So a few different scenarios with that one, but yeah, it's interesting because for so long we've put the emphasis on the divine masculine is the one with the karmic partner, and we're seeing that the divine feminine may still have energy around there too. As I've said in previous readings, karmic partner can be triggering for some people. Maybe it's not the best description of things, but I think for a lot of people, there are contracts, that they're coming together to work and heal and learn from each other. And so in a way, that description fits. So let's see what's coming up ahead for twins. I'm not going to give in to fear. I know fear is only an illusion. So a lot of what we're clearing right now has to do with releasing fear. There's quite a, how do I want to say it? The fear, the creation of fear within the broader collective of humanity right now is so strong. And in order for us to help bring healing, to be in this state of love that can change the world, we need to overcome fears and not fall into fears. We need to not fall into fears in our connection with our divine partner either. And some of you, maybe you're being asked to do some things that are very challenging for you as well, because your next level of mission, your ability to manifest these things that you want, depend on you letting go of the fear. I'm going through physical, emotional ascension symptoms. I need space to rest, but from a higher perspective, I'm releasing old energy. So this goes a lot with that card. They actually are both growth cards. And it's saying that a lot of fear, and I'm going to add karma too, because as I said, we're going through all these timeline shifts right now, and the way that we shift them is by releasing the karma. Some of that karma gets released through our physical body. We also get activations. We get activations from the grid. We get activations from other people. DNA activations, Kundalini activations. All of these things are happening right now. And it's all part of clearing away this old energy so that we can jump timelines and head into a period where we're in much more rapid manifestation. But maybe for the next few weeks, I'm going to say the next 6 weeks, it may not be easy because of all the clearing that you're going through. Some of you will be going through purging. When you have these heart activations and heart awakenings, that can bring up a lot of purging too, because a lot of stuff is being released from your heart, and you have to let that go. It often is released through tears. So don't be hard on yourself if you're feeling emotional. I'm trying to connect to you and give you a message. Can you hear me? Okay, so on one level, I feel like this is about your person. We have these cards at the beginning, right? About send me energetic support. I feel your energy around me. And I've talked about how this connection between twins seems like it's going to increase. And so there's an exchange of information, not just energy, but there's an exchange of messages telepathically between you. So if you're getting a lot of messages, I would say trust those messages. I'm also feeling like this is connected to spirit as well, or your higher self. Remember this card for what's challenging. I'm listening to my higher self now. So your higher self is definitely trying to get messages to you. And are you listening? Are you taking the time to go within? Are you getting the message? If you're not, maybe you need to meditate more or take more time for yourself. So let's end with our usual Journey of Love card. What is the message for twin flames and divine partnerships? The Ancient Ones, number 52. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very gains that you have made in the subtle worlds, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real, it is palatable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. This oracle brings you guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship as well. Here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion like wind blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. And this card is also on page 117, which is a union number. So yeah, I like this card for this reading. You are growing so much, both the masculine and the feminine. Preparing for what is ahead, even though you may not feel understood, and often we don't feel understood by the people around us. But it's okay. It's okay, and we don't need other people's approval to be who we are. And very soon it's going to be reflected back to us, and reflected back to us from those we love in sacred union. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like a personal reading with me, my website is twinstrology.com. If you would like to order the Intuit Twin Flame Oracle, I'll put the link below. The cards are in stock now, and if you're in the United States, they can be shipped out within a few days. So thank you so much, and thanks to everyone that supported the Kickstarter and made this possible. I love you all so much, and I'll speak to you soon.